Hello students, welcome to All About Nursing channel. So today's video is going to about the nursing care plan on hypertensive patient or hypertension. So basically the patient who are having hypertension. So hypertension basically comorbidity. So from the hypertension there can be a different disease condition. Okay. So if the patient is suffering from a prolonged hypertension, so that can lead to different disease condition. So that can lead to coronary artery disease, CAD. So that can lead to heart failure also. Okay. So the patient who are suffering from hypertension, there can be a diagnosis that is directly we can write, that is hypertension or elevated blood pressure related to increased peripheral vascular resistance as evidenced by the measurement of the blood pressure. We can write that one also, or we can write related diagnosis of hypertension, that can be like activity intolerance related to myocardial imbalance between the oxygen supply and demand. So basically due to the hypertension there is decreased perfusion, there is decreased blood supply to the coronary arteries, there can be decreased blood circulation to the body. Okay, so there can be, because of due to the increased peripheral vascular resistance, that lead to decreased blood supply. So we can write activity intolerance. So for the activity intolerance we have to do the, we have to take the subjective data patient can verbalize, or we can check the objective data like physical assessment. You have to check the patient's ability to do their self-care activity, and the goal will be to improve the activity level, and the planning are to identify the factors that aggravate decreased tolerance to the activity. So we have to identify the factors that is they're decreasing the activity level of the patient. So we have to identify that and we have to reduce that one, and we have to give the assist the patient in their daily living activity. We have to help the patient in their activity of life, and we have to demonstrate the patient the active breathing coughing exercise, and we have to reduce the blood pressure by administering medication depending on the physician advice. Okay, and by this way we can reduce the activity intolerance, so by which we can improve the activity level of the patient. So in the evaluation we can write that activity level will be improved or is improved. Okay, next diagnosis can be like ineffective cardiac tissue perfusion. So it is we are not directly, in case of patient who have hypertension, we are not directly write that one, but it can be related to the hypertension, like patient who have hypertension, that can lead to decreased cardiac output, and from there that can lead to ineffective tissue perfusion. If there is decreased cardiac output, that leads to decreased circulation, and if there is decreased circulation, that leads to ineffective cardiac tissue perfusion related to reduced coronary blood flow. So we have to check the vital signs like blood pressure, pulse rate, okay, shortness of breath. We have to maintain the perfusion. We have to administer oxygen if it is needed. For hypertensive patient, it is not directly we can write the ineffective cardiac tissue perfusion. It can be there if the patient has with the hypertension or prolonged standing hypertension, and that leads to CAD, coronary artery disease. There we can write ineffective tissue perfusion, and other than that we can write decreased cardiac output due to hypertension or related to hypertension, where we can write same the management, like we have to improve the cardiac output by giving different medication like to reduce hypertension, to giving inotropic agent by which we can manage the cardiac output as well as tissue perfusion.